Okay guys, so today we're doing a video, and today we're going to be doing a video on my settings. So as you can see, I'm an Xbox player. I play on 60 FPS, as you can see if you've done the top right, and I'm just going to be showing you all my settings and what I personally think. I'm not saying they are the best, but in my opinion, the best Xbox settings for editing and just genuinely playing. So yeah, these settings, I don't think they really matter. Obviously graphics and motion blur, I would say put off. That is one that does matter. Obviously show FPS, it's your preference, but don't really know how to pronounce that. My colorblind mode, I don't really know how to pronounce that, but it's yeah, I like that just because it's dark, and I find that if you go on any of the others, they are really bright, but I'm not sure if that's just where I've been playing on for ages, but I do recommend Nope or whatever it's called. And colorblind strength I've got on 10 because it just helps me play. I'm not sure why. That's again your preference. It's really up to you how you want to have that. And yeah, that's about it for that page. So on these settings, obviously I play on Europe. I got sprint by default on and auto open doors on. I think auto open doors is important to in case you edit a door accidentally, you could just run straight through it. Obviously sprint by default on, toggle sprint, just to help me with my edits. As you'll see in my next few pages, that is important for my settings. And again, this is just your preference, what you like on, like auto pick up weapons that don't really affect your editing or anything. These are my sensitivity. Sorry, I got a bit of building work going on at my house at the moment. Luckily it's not in my setup, but yeah, my HUD scale or HUD scale, whatever you want to call it, is 80. I just don't think it should be too big or too small. Too big would make your editing building and just playing harder because it will obviously be in the screen, and too small you won't be able to see anything. And then that, again, all the rest of them are just preference, what you like. They don't really affect building, editing or playing really, I don't think. Now this is probably the most important one. 8 sensitivity for me is quite fast. I don't use the advanced options because I just find it's easier just to use normal, but 8 is quite fast. That affects your editing a lot, I would say, but what affects your editing even more is your edit mode and build mode sensitivity. Multiplier, so I have mine on 2.4. I think that is more preference as well. You just got to find what your sweet spot is for your edits. I like that, but anywhere around there should be good, but don't have it too low or too high because that would just ruin your edits and make them really slow or really fast that you can't control them, so they won't look clean at all. And probably more important than that is my left and right stick dead zone. So just down controller dead zone. These are really important, but obviously I would recommend not having it too low or too high, because too high would just make it too slow to play with, and too low would just make it your controller have really mad controller drift. So yeah, this also important. I play on Builder Pro, Combat Pro, it don't really matter, but I use L as edit. I think that's the easiest, just because your thumb, when you're playing, your thumb will always be on L, because obviously that's how you have to move around. So some people do use right on the D-pad, but I just find it hard because obviously you've got to remove your thumb off your left stick and all that. It's just really complicated. Yeah, now I'm back in my world in creative. I'm just gonna do some free builds and just show you why and how I think L is the best edit bind. Sorry for those edits, I was just kind of talking there. But yeah, I do think L was just really easier. Like I said, your thumb's always on it, so I just find it way easier to use. I would recommend it, but obviously, again, all of these settings are just my preference, that what I think are good, but it's up to you really what you want to use. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video and want more videos like these, please comment down below, because it would help me out on what videos you want to see on this channel. Like, do you want to keep seeing the item shop predictions, or do you want the item shop predictions and like tutorial videos and just arena gameplay videos? Because I will have more of these coming out soon. So if you haven't already, please drop a like and sub, as it would mean so much just to get to 1k subs or even 500. So yeah, please drop a like and sub.